Hello, welcome to Mini-Masterclass Mondays. I am Marla Renee Stewart. I know I'm a little late today. It's been a long day so far, the very beginning of the day. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. I hope y'all are doing well today. I wasn't here last week because I was in Portland for King Fest, and it was amazing. Had such a good time. Got to raise some funds for the Booty So Big Scholarship Fund. Got to see some scholarship people in there and how people were utilizing their scholarships. So I'm super proud that we were able to give over 100 scholarships at King Fest this year to BIPOC folks and folks with disabilities. So super excited about that. And hopefully we can keep that going for years to come. And my classes also went really, really well. So that was awesome. I did 3 classes and they all were beautiful, packed, lovely. People loved getting hit in the face at 9 a.m. So it was beautiful. But I really, really had a good time. But anyway, today I am going to be talking about knowing your competitors and why knowing your competitors and of course, building rapport with your audience is the ultimate power move, right? There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together, right? And that's simply saying, like, hey, we can do things by ourselves all day, every day, and go as fast as we want to go. But if we want to go far, we want to build a legacy, we want to build something, we have to go together, right? We have to build that with someone. So let's get one thing straight, right? Keeping your eyes on your own paper doesn't mean you ignore the rest of the classroom, right? In business and in life, understanding who's sitting next to you is part of playing the game smarter, not harder, right? Knowing your competition. So let's talk about our competitors, right? Not to obsess over them, right? Like on their IG pages or Facebook pages or on their website all day, every day. You're not going to spiral into imposter syndrome. But what you're going to do is study the landscape. You want to strategize and maybe, just maybe, collaborate in ways that benefit everyone. Yes, even them, right? Because what you want to do is ultimately you want to turn your competitors into collaborators. This is the ultimate power move, essentially. But first, the first thing you need to do is know who are they, right? Who are your competitors? If you don't know who your competitors are, you're kind of driving with your eyes closed, right? You need to know who's offering similar products or services, what are their price points, who is their audience, right? Do you have the same audience or not? How do they market themselves? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses, right? That SWOT analysis. What are they, local or national or international, right? How big are they really? And so one of the first things you want to do is start by Googling keywords related to your business, checking your hashtags, even asking your audience who else they follow, right? It's strategic. This is what you want to do. Then, of course, you want to do your SWOT analysis. So you've done the homework, you know who they are. Run a classic SWOT analysis on your business, okay? A nice self-audit, if you will, right? So you want to know your strengths, right? What do you rock at? Maybe it's customer service, education, or your authentic brand voice. What are your weaknesses? Where could you use some polish? Maybe your back-end systems are messy or you're not consistent on social media, right? What are your opportunities, right? What's trending in your industry right now? Is there a product or your audience keeps asking for, right? Remember when the rose came out, like, the rose, you got the rose, you have access to the rose, can I get a discount on the rose? All those things, right? Could you reach a new demographic thinking about a certain product or something that you want to, or a certain service that you want to do, right? And of course, what are the threats? Is someone else dominating the niche that you're in, right? Is a new platform shifting the algorithmic sands beneath your feet, okay, so to speak. So what are the threats there? Now, here's where it gets nice and juicy, right? Opportunities aren't just about like what you can do. They can also be invitations to actually collaborate. So what you want to do next is squat your competition, right? You're going to analyze, again, you're analyzing your own business, but also put your competitors under that microscope as well, as much as you can, right? What are their strengths? What are they doing really, really well, right? What are they killing it at, right? What is a consistent content that they have, right? Is their audience really, really loyal? What's happening there? In addition, what are their weaknesses, right? Where are the gaps? Maybe they're not as inclusive, or maybe their customer service has some red flags, right? Something along those lines. What are those things? Of course, opportunities. Is there something they aren't offering that you can, right? Or a market segment that they're missing, right? What are some opportunities for them? And of course, threats. Could you both be affected by the same industry shifts, right? Or new players in the game? So, this kind of analysis really helps you position yourself wisely, see what differentiates you, and uncover possibilities for collaboration or carving out your unique lane. It's not about copying, it's about strategizing. So, again, competitors, nah, not really, right? They are potential collaborators. So, let's stop thinking of competition as a fight. It's not. It could be a nice flirt, right? If you notice a fellow business is doing something aligned but not identical, there may be space to host a joint workshop or panel, right? That's what Luna Matatis and I have done, right? With our Racing King series. Like, oh, yes, joint workshops, putting together something, right? Create a crossover product or bundle. I definitely sold her 420. What is it? I think it's like how to make your own like 420 lube or something like that. Featured that in my newsletter, right? And got some sales. Refer clients to one another when your services don't match their needs, right? I'm not a big person on trauma. If you have a big trauma you need to work through, I'm not the one, right? So I refer out. Here's somebody that you can go to for that. You can share a space at a vendor event or a conference, right? There's plenty of times that people at Sex Down South have shared a vendor table together, right? So if you have certain services, or it's, more lucrative to share a vendor table, you can do that. You do that, you grow, you both grow. Your audience sees you playing well with others, right? And really, it's just good vibes. You can see who can work with whom. But what if you feel maybe jealous, right? Let's sit with this one for a second. Jealousy, right? Pops its ugly head. Jealousy and envy are natural, right? You see someone who seems to be winning and it stirs something up in you, right? But instead of letting it steal your joy or send you into social media doom scroll, first reflect, right? Are they triggering a dream you haven't acted on yet and you're feeling some type of way, right? Then you want to reframe, right? Use your success as proof it can be done. And then, of course, release, right? If it's still messing with your mental health, unfollow, block, mute, do whatever you can to protect your peace so you can focus on your mission. Again, you're not being petty, you are being powerful. And there have been quite a few times where I've had colleagues feel some type of way, and it can be deteriorating on how they show up for work. So please learn from this lesson and embrace your next steps according to your own self-awareness. The next thing you want to do is build rapport, right? Show up, shine. So let's flip to the other side of this coin, right? When I think about your audience, you can have the best offers in the world, but if people don't trust you, they're not buying, period. Rapport is built on consistency. Keep your message aligned. If you're about empowerment and education, every post, product, email should be reflecting that. In addition, visibility. You got to show up regularly. People need to see you enough times to remember your name, feel connected, and eventually click the buy button, right? Authenticity. Don't try to be your competition. Be you. That's what sets you apart. So every post, email, interaction is a brick in the house of trust you are building. Lay them down one by one. I have an affirmation that I say in my shower every day. I build my empire stone by stone, right? And that's what we have to do, is build our empires stone by stone, brick house, one brick at a time, to build the foundation, to build a core house, to build that legacy, right? That you want to build for yourself, if you want to do that. The bottom line here is that your competitors can be mirrors, they can be mentors, right? And even close mates. Your audience can become your biggest fans and fiercest advocates, okay? But only if you stay informed, you're staying consistent, and you stay true to yourself. So again, you want to research with intention. Who are your competitors? Then you want to collaborate with your heart, show up with purpose. And if something or someone threatens your peace, feel free to hit that block button with confidence, okay? Know you've got work to do, and trust me, the right people are watching you. All right. Cheers to your professional success, y'all. Oh my gosh. So much. I'm so happy that you are here today. Again, please go out, be successful, do the things you need to do, and stay true to yourself, right? Competitors to collaborators. All right, y'all. All right. Have a wonderful Monday, and always DM me if you have any questions you want to be answered, okay? All right, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.